Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Trophy Wife and today we're going to continue our playthrough of Fall of Porcupine. Last we left off, I'm pretty sure it was the night shift. We had just went to the hibernation festival. So let's see what's going on. Good evening, Finley. Happy Hibernation Festival, Dr. K. Yes. Hope you had a good time. Yes, It's just the two of us today. Holidays are all well and good, but someone has to keep the lights on here. Just 2 people for a whole floor? You have to be kidding me. I don't care if it is a holiday. That's true, so how are things looking? As they should, people always feel a little better on days like this. Some are homesick, others are just happy to have some peace and quiet. Still, from a psychological point of view, the Hibernation Festival actually seems to help them. I will take care of our dear Irma today. Please handle your duties. You'll find me in the break room when you're done. Alrighty, see you soon. Who do we have today? Do we have Ollie? Oh, an owl, a bat, and a chipmunk. I guess Ollie might have went home. Let's go to 304 since he's alone, and then we'll go to 33 and 31. Hello, chipmunk. Squirrel. I would have really loved to go to the Hibernation Festival today. I'm sure you would. I'm sorry it didn't work out. It's okay. I've been having my own little Hibernation Festival right here. I just had a coffee with cream and hazelnut. It was the highlight of my day. You have an inflammation of the renal pelvis. Are you in pain? Yes, but I'm trying not to let it get to me. Alright, but don't make things too uncomfortable for yourself. We can always get you some painkillers if you want. For now, I'm going to give you some medication to help bring the swelling down. Okay, I like the medication one. I'm actually good. Oh, wait. This is injection, not medication. So this isn't what I thought. I was thinking, pills. Oh, this vein looks good. Let's go for it. Why are you shaky so bad? Ooh, that's gonna be a B, isn't it? Just because I was a hair off. Give me an A. Give me an A. Dadgum. I knew it. Alright, well at least it's not an F. You shake too much. Please tell us if the pain gets any worse, or if you have any problems urinating. You shouldn't really be drinking caffeine this late in the day, but you might find that coffee helps a little. Anyway, I wish you a wonderful Hibernation Festival and a sound night's sleep. Thank you. I'm definitely wide awake right now, I've got to admit. Alright, we helped them. I think Irma... I can't go in there. I was gonna give her candle we got from the festival. But maybe I can do it after I'm done with work. Let's go to 31 and see the bat. What? Good evening, Miss Van Galen. It is important not to get rattled. After every inhalation comes an exhalation. Why is there blood on their outfit? Like, do y'all see that? I wish I had a pointer so I could point to it. Everything that is closed will one day be opened up again and vice versa. Are you a psychologist? May I interrupt for a moment? Oh. Hello, Finley. I didn't hear you come in. We were just lost in conversation. I bumped into dear Sonia this evening in the cafeteria. That's one way of putting it. I'd forgotten I was meant to have an important meeting today. Suddenly, it got hard to breathe and I passed out again. Dr. Galtura... I want to say G. Dr. G brought me back up here. I have admit to a certain amount of luck. Benjamin from surgery happened to be passing through at the time, too. He was a huge help of getting Sonia up here safely. Thank you, Dr. G. What were you talking about? Do you have any recommendations for the course of treatment? Thank you. I'll take over from here. Let's see if they have any recommendations. I don't know if you're familiar with my approach to treatment, but I believe that the body can only heal with the help of the mind. You must be a psychologist. Medications sometimes only treat the symptom, not the cause. Miss Van Galen, I wish you all the best and a natural recovery for both body and mind. Now I've already taken far too long a break. I wish you both a pleasant evening. Thank you, too. How are you feeling, Miss Van Galen? I still feel a little bit of sorts. Your blood pressure must have been fluctuating. You had an extremely high resting pulse when you arrived here. The drug regulate your blood pressure. Dr. G kept talking to me until I felt better. He was saying something about my inner core, breathing exercises, that kind of thing. I tried yoga once, not my cup to tea. Yes, Dr. G in his own way of looking at things, but he wasn't exactly wrong. Let me check your readings. We have to make sure the drugs are working so you remain stable. All right. Oh, pooey, it's this one. Oh. Did I get an A? I think that's an A. Is that worthy of an A? Yay! I'm afraid medication will only go part of the way to solving your problem. It would be wise to develop ways to reduce stress. Unfortunately, this happens to a lot of people nowadays. But how am I supposed to avoid stress? Well, there are a few options, but you'll need to work out what works best for you. They didn't teach us much about stress avoidance techniques in medical school, to be honest. The things that Dr. G said, they kind of helped. I'm going to take a nap. Maybe I'll get lucky and catch Dr. G again tomorrow. Rest well. If we get 2 A's and 1 B, does that make an A or will that make a B? Who are you? Dr. Gerda Gninsdorf? Finally, bring me back a cup of black tea. Then tell Dr. Theobald that I want to speak to him. I'm actually your attending physician. You're a doctor? St. Ursula save us. You're barely out of diapers. Do they sell medical degrees online now? Let's not lose sight of the matter at hand, Dr. G. I know. Gninsdorf? Gniesdorf. I have not a clue. Niesdorf? I'm going to say Niesdorf. You came to us today suffering from severe tremors. On top of that, you've been complaining of recurrent itching and muscle atrophy. Liver cirrhosis. What? Liver cirrhosis? Are you deaf? Have you already been diagnosed? I can't see anything here. I'm a surgeon, child. I've had liver cirrhosis for longer than you've been alive. Accordingly, I am aware of the high mortality rate once surgical intervention becomes necessary. That's why I'm here. So let's cut to the chase and get down to business. All right. Let's get you your pills. We need 1 blue, so we'll have to do 2 blue minus 1 blue. Plus, plus. There. That's 5 pills, right? So this should be an A. Yay! Your liver readings are in the critical range. You don't say. To make sure it's cirrhosis of the liver we're dealing with, we need to do a liver biopsy. No. No? I already know it's cirrhosis of the liver. What do you take me for? Although I'm sure your accounting department will be thrilled if you carry out a few unnecessary procedures they can charge me for. What if it's not liver cirrhosis? Do I have to teach you how to treat me right here? Listen. I like a drink, if you know what I mean. Excuse me? I'm talking about chronic alcohol abuse. And your nursing staff insists I don't drink here. So now I have two problems: alcohol withdrawal and this blasted liver cirrhosis. According to the latest research, your symptoms could also be triggered by other diseases. New research? A load of waffles, that's what it is. Well, go ahead. I'm sure you know exactly what you're doing. Okay, bye. Grumpy old owl. Hooty hoo. Alright, break room. And then we maybe can give her a candle? Or do I not have it? I'm done, Dr. K. Do you notice anything out of the ordinary? No, everything's fine. You're right, the patients really are doing a little better today. I'm glad I'm on the night shift now. It's really quite pleasant. If you say so. Well, let's see. I did get an A. You were really quick today. I like that. I have one more request for you. Of course, what? Miss DeClima. I've been watching her tonight, and she's not doing very well. She's gonna die. She keeps getting worse. She's asked if the nice doctor would stop by again today. I think she means you. Why don't you go and check on her? I'm sure you'll be happy to see you. Sure, I'd love to. I've got a gift I wanted to give her anyway. Well, don't keep her waiting. Oh, not Irma. I didn't even get to listen to her story, the first one. I can't remember. I think she's in 303. Yeah. Hey, Irma, how are you doing? Oh, good. She blinked. I thought she was already dead. Finley, what are you doing here? I thought you were out celebrating today. I was. It was great. I met a lot of people and the stew contest was really exciting. They got the fountain working again for the occasion. And look what I found, Irma. Can you smell that, Doctor? The scent is just incredible. You've really made my day. I'm feeling much less shivery already. This brings back so many images for me. So many memories from years gone by. From all the many hibernation festivals I've seen. It was your first one today, wasn't it? Yes, but you should get some rest, Irma. All that talking gets to your lungs. No, it's all right. I need someone I can spin my yarns to. I'm very tired. But I would like to tell you one last story. Oh no, this is it. Irma? What do you mean by that? It's okay. What? No, it's not okay, not at all. We'll get you back on your feet, I promise. I'll get Dr. K right away. We'll figure it out. You've already done more than I can imagine. But may I ask one more favor of you? Of course, what is it? I'd love another cup of tea. My throat's a little dry, you know. Of course, we... Now, Finley, don't fuss. It's all right. I'll just dash to the break room. We have tea there. I'll be right back. She's gonna be gone before we get back. Don't go, Irma. A cup of tea would just the thing right now. She's gonna be gone. Irma, I like you. Alright, let's go get her tea and come back to her being dead, most likely. Or her being close to death to tell us a story, and then she dies, and then I'll be sad. Poor Irma. We always had hot water here, thank goodness. What kind of tea should I make? Black tea, peppermint tea, fruit tea, green tea, winter tea. Winter tea! Okay, now I'd better get this straight to Irma. Finley, taking a break already? No, I'm just getting a cup of tea for a patient. Ah, yes, old Irma has a taste for the finer things. Could you come with me, please? Irma isn't doing well at all. I know. I already went to see her and checked her readings. She's going to die in the next few hours. But we have to do something. What I'm going to do is make myself a cup of tea too. How can you just walk in here like nothing's wrong? Why aren't you doing anything? I've already done everything I could. Sometimes even the best treatments in the world can't help Finley. But go to her. Make her last hours as comfortable as possible. That is our duty to her now. Make sure she has enough painkillers. Shouldn't we contact her son? I have already tried that too. Unfortunately, I have not yet been able to reach Giuliano. I'll keep trying and inform him of the situation. Go now. Irma's tea is getting cold. Okay. No. She's gonna die with her son not even caring because he's too much of a busybody at work. Irma, I'm back. And I've got your tea. Irma? Who? Oh, sorry, I must have dozed off for a minute there. You're a darling, thank you so much. Just set it down there. I remember my first hibernation festival like it was yesterday. It was already really cold for that time of year. The cars and park benches were buried in snow, but the hibernation festival still had to go on, of course. Her last story. Gilbert loved hot air balloons more than anything else in the world, but he also had a great fear of flying, and he wasn't the youngest anymore either. Neither of us were. So we compromised by heading to the countryside to watch the balloon race. At least we used to until it was banned. It was the hibernation festival. When Gilbert sat in the hot air balloon for the first time, there was already snow on the roads and the roofs of the houses. The lights, the smells, we were there every year. When it was cold outside and everyone started to come closer together, I'd already brought a hazelnut candle and enjoyed some of the lovely conversations with plenty of laughter. When Gilbert secretly slipped away, he spotted a hot air balloon in the square. Back then, you could still book flights in the winter. They said you could see the whole town from up there, but that year the balloon remained grounded. The weather was already bitterly cold and very windy. Then all of a sudden, an icy gust of wind blew across the square. Hats and caps flew through the air, mothers had to hold on to their children, and that gust of wind blew my Gilbert right into the basket of the balloon. When he picked himself up to climb back out again, he got the fright of his life. The balloon had broken loose and was already rising hundreds of feet above the town. And me? I'd seen the whole thing, and I leapt desperately at the dangling rope to try and hold the balloon down, but instead I simply floated away with it. Gilbert helped me into the basket, and the wind carried us higher and higher into the wintry clouds. Porcupine was no more than a small speck of light in the fog. Eventually it disappeared altogether. Gilbert could barely move due to his fear of heights. The cold bit into our skins, but I managed to cheer him up. His dream had finally come true, I reminded him, riding in a hot air balloon. Unfortunately, we soon realized that the burner was frozen, but then I remembered the hazelnut candle I'd brought. So Gilbert and I made ourselves comfortable in the basket of the balloon and lit the candle to keep warm. I don't know how much longer we sat there, but it was incredibly beautiful. Just us, the sky, the clouds, and the scent of a hazelnut candle. Suddenly there was a bang. The burner had started again. The heat from the hazelnut candle had thawed it out. Gilbert quickly figured out how to steer the balloon. Even the altitude didn't bother him anymore, but how would we know which way to go? Then before we could even begin to worry again, I heard it. Very softly. The hibernation hymn. The song everyone in Porcupine sings together for the hibernation festival. We strained our ears and Gilbert steered the balloon straight towards the song. Eventually Porcupine emerged from the fog. The beautifully decorated marketplace, the snow-covered rooftops, and the festival goers. What a sight. They had broken into song to help us back our way back. Gilbert landed right in front of the fountain and all the crowd cheered. And that's the story, more or less, of how my Gilbert and I took flight together for the first and last time. He died the following year. I'll be reuniting with him soon. Oh, this is so sad. Then we'll fly together again, my Gilbert and I. Oh, I got a trophy, said a big fish. Listen to all Irma's stories. Are they still playing the hibernation hymn in the square? Maybe, I'm not quite sure. I think I can hear it just faintly. Yes, they're probably still celebrating, and here's the two of us stuck working the night shift at the hospital, eh? You're doing a good job with the work. But Irma, I made it to the hibernation. Oh. That's depressing. Oh, Finley even looks sad. Then it says I completed the second act. Oh, look, I got the trophy. Should this be where I end it for this episode? I think yes. I think I'm going to end it here because that was really sad. And I think I need a little break from it. So we will pick up in the next episode. Please like and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!